Many of us living with migraine disease think it's normal to live with constant migraine attacks. Migraine is minimized, trivialized, and misrepresented by society, and then we end up doing the same. We question and dismiss our level of disability. This is because we don't realize that other people who don't live with migraine are not regularly fighting through immense pain, nausea, debilitating fatigue, extreme sensitivity to environmental stimuli, or feel an intense weightedness that makes you feel like your body is being pulled into the ground when you try to move. They don't temporarily lose the ability to see, speak, or walk. They're not constantly feeling like the ground isn't stable beneath them. And if they did experience this, they would understand that migraine impacts the entire body, not just the head. They would understand the gravity of this disease, how disabling it is, how hard it can be to treat. Migraine is a chronic neurological disorder with a genetic predisposition that causes dysfunction of the nervous system. And the way we speak about migraine can serve as an invitation to understand it better. As a migraine advocate and former secondary English teacher, I understand how words can impact meaning. I don't refer to attacks as a migraine because the word migraine represents the entire disorder, not just a singular attack. I don't refer to the entire disorder as migraines with an S because I'm living with a disease that impacts me all of the time. This is why we can experience symptoms like fatigue, nausea, brain fog, and sensitivity to stimuli even between attacks. Let's compare this to another neurological disorder. Someone with epilepsy experiences seizures when triggered. We don't refer to this as epilepsies or say someone is having an epilepsy. We don't think of epileptic seizures as acute events without a chronic cause. Migraine disease works the same way. Whether you have episodic or chronic migraine, migraine is an overarching neurological disorder that causes migraine attacks. Saying migraines with an S implies that migraine disease is a condition that comes and goes, only present during an active attack. This minimizes migraine disease and can delay treatment for so many people. It's the main reason I didn't start treatment until I was in my 30s, even though I had been living alongside constant migraine attacks since childhood. And when you live with untreated migraine disease, it can progress. I went from episodic attacks as a child to chronic migraine as a teen to a nonstop attack that ebbs and flows throughout the day as an adult. I didn't realize how much I'd been impacted by migraine stigma until I educated myself about the disease at age 34, and it completely reframed how I treated and cared for myself. Language can play a critical role in shifting our focus from only treating individual attacks to managing the disease as a whole. I learned that breaking the migraine stigma can start with me and those of us living with it and our support systems. Will you join me? Thank you.